Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for September the 10th, 2022, coming to you live on video from smoky, hot California. And we are back onto Haunted Mansion stuff this week. I had originally planned to do something else with this video, but a situation I've mentioned a couple times I was waiting to resolve has resolved, so we're going to move forward with this. And as you can see, we have a series of boxes, and as you can maybe also tell, they've all been opened already, and there's a good reason for that. And they all contain Haunted Mansion goodies. Yay, more Haunted Mansion stuff. Now this stuff is all stuff my wife picked out. It's a little bit different from the sort of stuff I usually get. You know, I'm more into like figures and pins and light up thingies. And she is more into like decorating a table. And that's what all of today's stuff is. It's stuff for entertaining, for dining, for your table. And we'll start off with this one here, the smallest one, because things started off well. We ordered, as you can see, there's 4 different things here, and things started off well with this. These are the Haunted Mansion appetizer plates. The ribbon has come off them in shipping, so they're supposed to look like kind of like this when you get them, but it didn't really work out that way. But that's fine because we can take a look at them this way. It is a set of 4, and now as you can see from the first plate here, unfortunately they are Florida. Yeah, it's not the real mansion, it's the Florida one, but that's okay because the others are good. Because they are on plate number 2, we have a little bit of packing tape and Madame Leota. And actually a very nice, I think, drawing of her. Very detailed, I think a little bit younger than she is frequently portrayed. She tends to, again, kind of like with that talking one, look a little like Phyllis Diller, and they have not done that to her this time. It's a really nice portrayal of her on this plate. And then on plate number 3, we have the Hitchhiking Ghosts. As always, I love Ezra's depiction, but really, honestly, the Phineas on here looks really good too. Gus is just kind of eh, but I really like Phineas. They've kind of given him, he looks like something out of Ghostbusters, I think. It's nice because he tends to be a little cartoony looking, and he is still a little bit, but it's like more Slimer from Ghostbusters than what he usually looks like. And yeah, of course, Ezra is always pretty ghastly, which is, I think, part of why he's my favorite of the Hitchhikers. Gus just looks old and maybe a little constipated. I don't know. It's nice, though. It's a nice drawing. I would love to see more of them in this style. And, of course, the 4th plate, the last plate, is the best ghost, the Hatbox Ghost. Nope, get him without a glare on him. There you go. Of course, he looks very similar to Ezra because he's the same sculpt as Ezra. But a very nice picture, some lovely bats there. I do remember a lot of bats in the Haunted Mansion, at least not the California one. But it's definitely the best of the 4 plates. But yeah, it's a shame that first one is of the wrong mansion. But the other 3 are really, really quite nice. I do quite like them. This one's nice. It's the plainest of them. It looks like, like they could have done some more detail maybe on the facade of the building. But yeah, it's a little disappointing that it is not the proper mansion. But you can't have everything, can you? Not everything can be of the real mansion. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And like I said, things started off well with our appetizer plates here. As you can see, they came in perfect condition in their little box. The packing on these I don't think was too bad. It wasn't too great either. But they are done up in the boxes pretty well. Same with our second item here. Now this is where, if you remember back when I was looking at the ornaments, they didn't have any styrofoam in them this year. And that extends to stuff like this too. So I think this is where we can run into some trouble with things. Is the cardboard only can do so much if it's not packed well. But this item, this is something I actually did mention way back when they first started dropping Haunted Mansion stuff this year. I mentioned this item as something that I wasn't necessarily looking to get, but my wife liked it, and it is nice. I'm not going to say it's not nice. I don't know if you can guess what it is yet or not, so I can get it out. Of course, we've kept it wrapped up because, well, you'll see why, because when we look at those other two boxes. Put that packing away and check out our Haunted Mansion carafe. Now you might think, that's a decanter. It even has a glass stopper to go on top, like a decanter would. But I mean, it is Disney, so they have called it a carafe. I'm not sure what sort of juice you would serve out of this. I feel like this is perfect for red wine, but not so much for anything else. But on the front here, this one's actually kind of, I'm going to take that out just so it doesn't rattle. But we have some nice little etchings. I don't know how well the camera is going to pick them up in here. But we have Leota, we have Constance's axe, we have some graves and urns. We have the Florida Mansion. We have the little bat line dividers, a crypt with the blackbird on it, another hatchet, another bat, Madame Leota. I thought I saw... Yeah, here it is. We do have the Good Mansion on here too. We have... It's like two depictions of the Florida, but we do have one of the real mansion, the California mansion. So that's fine by me. Is there a price on this? There's not a price on this. I don't remember how much it was. But I think it is still on Shop Disney if you're interested. It is very nice. I feel like down here it may be a little thin, but the neck is nice and thick. Which I guess that's where you're going to clink against glasses and stuff. So that's probably where it needs to be thickest. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that I personally would be afraid to use. You know, kind of a lost opportunity. They should have put there's some bats on here. I just now noticed that. But they should have put Madame Leota in there. This is literally a crystal ball. You should have put Madame Leota's head in the middle of that. That would have looked really cool, especially like one of those 3D, like, you know, that thing you see at the kiosks at the mall where they like laser etch a 3D image of your face inside of a piece of glass or lucite. That would look really cool in there to do like a 3D Madame Leota in the middle of that. But missed opportunities. Disney does like their missed opportunities. I suppose I should leave the plates out so we can just look at everything while we do this. Now this is where, unfortunately, things do go a bit sideways. Our next two items did not fare so well as our first two in shipping. And we'll look at the big one first, because this is the one that settled first, because plainly, at the time we had originally got it, it had sold out online, and they just refunded us it. And we didn't, even when it came back available again, we decided not to go for it, because I personally don't think it's that impressive. I'm assuming my wife didn't either, because she didn't reorder it. But yeah, this was supposed to be the Haunted Mansion cake plate. As you can see, being shipped in just cardboard, no foam, did not do it any favors. Because see, the only parts where it connects to the actual plate are these two little ceramic spots. And yeah, they fractured in shipping and did not survive the journey here. Now, yeah, they just refunded it. It's honestly, I don't feel like that looks that good. I feel like this would have been better having been done out of resin. Like we have a Mickey plate from a couple years ago, a few years ago now, I guess. That was like, I think, resin, not ceramic, and it looked a lot nicer than this. I do like the printing on the plate itself, and we do have all the bits of it. I mean, it's a fairly clean break. There's some shards at the back missing, as you can see there, but they're in the box. I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, we could probably repair this, and since the break is at the very top, it probably wouldn't be that noticeable. So we're hanging on to it for now, at least. So we got a refund on it. It's available. I think it has become available since on Shop Disney, and we just haven't ordered another one. Honestly, also, I kind of thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, like as far as the cake plate portion. But I guess as weak as those two connections are, it's probably a good thing that it isn't. And now here's where things get, I think, really sad. So, I mentioned, at the same time I mentioned they released this, that they released a set of Haunted Mansion toasting flutes featuring Constance Hatchaway and the Hatbox Ghost. Because remember, I had a whole question about, is he meant to be one of her grooms? I had never put that together, but that seems to be where they're going with it. And while the cake plate, we couldn't tell without opening it that it had in fact not survived shipping. As soon as we opened the box, you kind of could tell, yeah, this wasn't in good shape. So I'm going to be very careful taking it out, because yeah, all the broken glass is still in there. But as you can see, Constance here, because she is the one that survived, Constance here appears to have offed the Hatbox Ghost in shipping. Yeah, he didn't quite make it. So, yeah, that was unfortunate, but they were still in stock, and ShopDisney did very nicely agree to send replacements. I'm not going to try to take those out of there, because all the glass will go everywhere. But yeah, ShopDisney did they did the honorable thing and agreed to send a replacement. Now, the problem there is that the replacement did not come in sufficient packing. It came like this. Now, I have removed the magical blue paper, and I have removed the packing slip and the little credit card come on. Otherwise, this is exactly how it arrived. The sole padding in this box was a deflated air pillow. That's it. That's how they packed it. So this was rattling around in there through UPS, and I don't blame UPS for this, because that was just packed improperly. And again, as you can see, Constance has done away with the Hatbox Ghost. So yeah, Hatbox did not make it again. I mean, it would have been fine. I mean, it wouldn't be fine, but it would have been acceptable if Constance had been off this time and the Hatbox had come fine, because then at least we'd have had a set. But as it is, what we have is a pair of Constance Hatchaway glasses, which I suppose that can be a thing, but it's not the thing we were going for. So, some more emails to guest services, and another apologies to speak of, and they shipped us a third set. Now, third time is a charm, right? Well, not when you ship it the exact same way. Yep, it arrived the exact same way, yeah. Turns out a deflated air pillow is not a good way to ship glass. Especially when there's like no other padding in the box. The only thing missing from these boxes is there was a piece of cardboard at the very top of it over the title there. As this one had an even harder time coming to us because it actually ripped through the top of the box at some point. And again, Constance has slain the Hatbox Ghost. Yeah, there's a theme here. I guess that is why she is the Black Widow bride, right? Because here we have her having killed 3 Hatbox Ghosts. Okay, so we've got 1, a 2, a 3 broken Hatbox Ghost glasses. I can speak. So again, emailing them, basically begging them, please put something in the bag because the Disney magic is not sufficient. We need some actual padding. And arrived this week the 4th set of Haunted Mansion toasting flutes. Presumably, I'm not sure what you meant to toast out of them, because whatever you're putting in here is not something you would, I guess I feel like toasting flutes are for like sparkling wines and champagnes, and I feel like this is for like red wine, but what do I know? So, the 4th one arrives, and get it? No rattling, no noise, that was that. Here's that piece of cardboard I was talking about. And finally, and at long last, after like 2 months of trying to get them, we have a complete set of Haunted Mansion toasting flutes. So we now have 4 Constance Hatchaway flutes and 1 Hatbox Ghost. So let's take that look at them. Now, these are, I think, very thin. Look at that glass. So I can see why, if they're not packed properly, they would have broke easily, because these are extraordinarily thin. I honestly, this is why I was like, really hesitant to get them, because I kind of felt like, flutes tend to be pretty thin, and these are not an exception to that. And yeah, I'm frankly, I'm afraid to even take them out of the package myself, because, with these rock biter hands, I'm afraid that I will do a mischief to our only surviving Hatbox. But let's take a look at them again. We have some missed opportunity here. We could have put something in the base, but we have a very nice etching of Constance, urn, bat, trees. No depiction to the mansion. We do have Leota there though. She should be in here, but we do have her on the glass. And then on our only Hatbox Ghost, we have a really nice sculpting of Hatbox. I think it's a very similar sculpt or etching to the one on the plate. And the hatchet, and Madame Leota again. No mansion again. But we do have a surviving Hatbox Ghost, which is nice. So out of the 4 things, we do have 3 of them in acceptable condition. We do have the one that just did not make it in the form of the cake plate. And again, I'm pretty sure that's available again, it was available again. I think it's still on there. But I don't think we're gonna go for it. I mean, if my wife wants to get it, that's fine, but I don't think it's that impressive. I don't think the sculpt on it's particularly nice. It's maybe some of those little figurines that used to come in Red Rose tea. Yeah, it's just not, it doesn't do it for me. I like all the other things. I think I like the plates the best. I think they look the nicest. I think they look the sturdiest. And honestly on here, I don't know how well the camera even picks up. Because looking at the little screen on the camera, I see glare. I don't know if you can even see. Oh, maybe there? The Hatbox's image. Hatbox Ghost's image. But it's definitely a nice etching. So we can get a view of Constance. I don't know, hopefully at some point, those were viewable. But yeah, the sad tale of the shattered spirits does have a happy-ish ending in that we do finally have a set of glasses. And I suppose for decorating a table, we could just put 4 Constance glasses out. I mean, they do match at least, right? But it would have been nice to have just gotten them right the first time around. But overall, lovely things. My wife has picked out some lovely items today. And yeah, I guess she is going to set up our dining room table in some ghoulishly festive way. She has one of these kind of runners too for it, so I imagine that'll get used on it. And if we do set that up, I'm sure I will take pictures and post them to the Void of Intelligence Instagram, where you can see me post occasional things, mostly just announcements to videos, but sometimes other things. But with that, I think I will wrap up this week's video. Next week, I have a couple different ideas about what next week's video will be. And of course, if you're watching this day it comes out, tomorrow's video will be SAC Anime Summer 2022 that I went to last week and recorded. But I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. Just keep in mind, if you order things from ShopDisney that are glass, you may end up with your spirits broken. And I know we're not the only people that have this issue, because I've seen other people post images on the ShopDisney Facebook page with the exact same issue, right down to the deflated airbag for shipping. But anyways, I'm backing up and rambling. I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where hopefully nothing will be broken.